Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. We are now on day 4 of a 12 days of a West Ham Christmas, and this is a video that Lena Starr has asked me to do, so I'm more than happy to help. To do anything that you'd like me to do. Lena, for talking about West Ham, of course, before anyone says anything in the comments. And happy belated birthday the other day as well, hun. So yeah, she wanted me to talk about the West Ham women's team. Now, I'm going to confess that I don't really keep an eye on it too much. Because the seniors, the men's side, I should say, not the senior side, the men's side keeps me pretty much occupied quite a lot. And as a result, I can only really go on with seeing from the match reports and have its videos on Hammer's Chat Forum as well. But from what I understand so far, West Ham women have won 3, drawn 1 and lost 5 in their first 9 games of the season so far. They've scored 12 goals and conceded 19 goals, so there's a -7 goal difference. Typical West Ham, innit? Typical. It doesn't matter what gender you are, or we always concede more than we score. And the West Ham women's are currently sitting 8th in the 12-team table. Now, to be honest with you, winning 3, so basically, from the 9 games and getting 10 points, I'd be happy with that. If the men's team were doing the same thing, I would be very, very happy with that. The first win of the season was a 1-0 victory over Birmingham City at Rush Green. They're unbeaten in December, which is good. The top goal scorers again sounds like it could be the West Ham men's side. It really is, because their highest goal scorer so far in those 9 games in all competitions, and there's other cup games that they've been playing as well, is midfield. It is. It's just the midfielder Kenza Dali. She's got 6 goals and 2 assists. That's West Ham all over. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman playing for West Ham. The highest goal scorers are usually from midfield, and it's the same thing with the academy boys as well. The highest goal scorer again is a midfielder. It's the West Ham way. That is the true West Ham way, as far as I'm concerned. Scoring goals from midfield, not scoring goals from strikers. That's the West Ham way. But also forward Adriana Leon has got 4 goals and an assist. Martha Thomas has got 3 goals and 2 assists. And Leanne Kiernan has got 3 goals and 1 assist. So not bad from the strikers either, those 3. Very, very good record as far as I'm concerned. Especially like 9 games in and pretty much almost just over halfway of the season. Like 2/3 of the season if there's only 12 teams in the table. So it's impressive. I mean, alright, you could say from one point of view that it's a stuttering start. But at the same point, this is the second season in the Women's Super League that the West Ham women have done. It's impressive. It is very, very impressive. I'm very happy with how the women's team are doing, and I'm not afraid to say it. They are doing better than the men's. They are doing better than the men's. They got to an FA Cup final against Manchester City last season, when we were playing. I think it was when we were playing Southampton at home. That game pretty much kicked off straight after that game, and we watched it, and it was typical West Ham capitulation in an FA Cup final, but very, very good to watch in the terms that it was the goalkeeper, as I said at the time, could have done better. But what West Ham goalkeeper can, or cannot, I should say, we're all goalkeepers can always improve, and all players can always improve. I'm hoping that from the West Ham women's point of view, they've really took under their belt of how good their season last season was. They massively outdone the men's. Very impressive, which is why a lot of people, I'm not going to say jumping on the bandwagon, but what I will say is a lot of people are now turning more attention over to the Women's League than ever before, because it's the women's version of the Premier League. But at the same point, I'm to say that I really, really hope that the men's team take a lot of influence of what the women's team have been doing, because they are absolutely smashing it. They are absolutely smashing it as far as I'm concerned. Alright, 8th in the 12th table position isn't the greatest, but it's better than how we're performing at the moment, the men's team. It's better than how the men's team are performing. 100% better. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Put your comments in the comment section below, as always. Go and visit the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Also, there's some new stuff come out for the JPWHU TV channel shop as well, so go check that stuff out as well. And again, thank you, Rick, for purchasing the shirt last day, yesterday even, or whenever it was. So thank you very much for that, mate. All the best now, and I'll see you tomorrow.